Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
Yo, what up, y'all? What up? What up? What up? I got 3 different things going on right now. What's up? 1000 Families Live. What's up, my babes? What's up, YouTube? Y'all know the vibe. Vibe out with me. Hey. 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 I'm telling y'all, y'all better tag, y'all better DM, y'all better text, because it's going up. It's going up. It's going up. It's going up. Hey, what's up, YouTube? Hey. Hey, so look, I'm about to give y'all 60 seconds to tag your best friend. Cut that. Tag your best friend. Tag your baby daddy, tag your baby mama, tag your cousin, tag your uncle, and let them know in 60 seconds, we going live, baby. Let's get it. Bye.
I got loyalty inside my DNA. Cocaine quarter piece, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. I got hustle, though, ambition, flow inside my DNA. I was born like this, it's born like this. Immaculate conception, I transform like this, perform like this. Was young, she went new weapon. I don't contemplate, I meditate it off your fucking head. This that puts against the bed. This that I got realness. I just feel she cause it's in my DNA.
It's in your DNA. It's in your DNA.
I got evil that runs inside my DNA. I got love, I got trouble, some heart inside my DNA. I just win again, like rebel, then I serve. Yeah, that's him again, the sound that engine in is like a bird. You see fireworks and Corvette tires skirt the boulevard. I know how you work, I know just who you are. See, use a picture on one body switch inside your DNA. All of this.
The last part wasn't for y'all. That was for the person that didn't make it to the live. So look, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited because guess what, y'all? I've been actually sent down. See, I'm usually chilling. I'm chilling up in a space, in the atmosphere with some other Eagles. You heard from a few of the Eagles earlier. And so Coach Stormy called me. She said, hey, I know you on a mission, you're doing your Eagle stuff, but we got some people that's down on earth and they thinking that they chickens. I need you to go down there and really go down there and share with them that they really Eagles, right? It's time to break some generational curses. So I said, all right, Coach, all right, I got it. So I came all the way down here from like thousands and thousands and thousands of feet in the air. That's why I'm, you know what I'm saying? I came down here because I said, you know what, there's somebody on this live right now that's gonna need these vibes. There's somebody on this live right now that's suffering with depression. There's somebody on this live right now that's suffering with addiction, that doesn't even know how they're gonna pay their bills. There's somebody on this live right now that's like, what is it about this group of 1,000 families? What's making them so special? Why every time somebody talk, I could just feel it, and we're not even in person? So I'm gonna share with you guys what's happening right now, right? I'm gonna give y'all 10 more seconds, because y'all got me hopping around. I'm gonna drink some water. 10 more seconds, and I promise you, we getting straight into it. We getting straight into it. Got me out here tired. All right. So listen, for those of you guys that I have not had the opportunity to meet, my name is Darryl Drake. I'm a global director here in TLC. I'm gonna skip past everything. The truth of the matter is, I was skeptical, right? 5 years ago, I said yes. I made millions of dollars. That means absolutely nothing for you, so I'm gonna move past that because I want to get into the meat and potatoes of what it is I want to talk to you about. See, it all started for me when I was probably around 8 or 9 years old, right? I was a kid. I remember my mom opening up a clothing store, and I remember really just always having a different way of viewing things. No matter who I was around, I always felt like I was different. And I never could make sense of it. When a person was okay with doing this, I wasn't okay with that, right? It was like I always had this thing sizzling in my spirit to be better. It had nothing to do at the time, I'm a kid, it had nothing to do with the material possessions. It was just something inside of me that told me that I was great, right? I was never okay with being mediocre. And I never really understood what that meant, y'all. I never really understood what that meant until I decided to really start to chase, right? To explore that inside talk, to explore what was happening inside of me. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been in the industry of direct sales since around 2010, roughly, 9. And I got a call from a friend of mine. And he was basically like, hey, I found this guy that's making a bunch of money online. And I mean, not online, in person, wasn't even online back then. It was probably like MySpace. And I said, okay, what is he doing? He said, I don't know, but he's making around $20,000 a month. And I think you should check it out. And I said, all right, cool. I'll go with you. Let's go check it out. That's when I got introduced to this industry. And I was all excited. I was all pumped up, going nowhere fast. Because there were some things that I needed to understand, right? I have some things that I needed to understand that I didn't understand at the time, right? I seen the dangle and carrot. I seen the $20,000 a month, the $50,000. I seen the people making $100,000. I said, that's great that you're there, but how can I get from where I am to where you are? And that is what led me to the Wheel of Fortune. Ladies and gentlemen, the wheel, W-I-L-L, of fortune. So like I said, I got a call in 2014 from Miss Stormy Wellington. And she said, hey, listen, I think I found a way where the average person is going to be able to make money. I think I found a way where the average person is going to be able to take these products and actually lose weight without having to necessarily go to the gym. And I said, okay, I don't really believe you, but I respect you. You made millions of dollars in the industry. I like you as a person. I could at least fly to Atlanta, Georgia to tell you no to your face. Fast forward, ladies and gentlemen, my yes was the best decision that I could have made. Not only for myself, but for so many other people, literally thousands and thousands of people. And I'm not going to get into that right now because that's not the piece that I'm going into. But I'm going to tell you something. It's a power. It's a power. It's a power in making a decision, right? But just making a decision isn't enough. It just isn't enough. So it's so funny because as I was thinking about, the Wheel of Fortune initially, right? It was about 2 months ago. Coach said, hey, listen, Stormy said, hey, I want you to really tell people how you went from thinking that you were a chicken, right? Hanging out with chickens, to actually realizing that you were an eagle and actually going and walking in that direction and spreading your wings that way and getting around other eagles. How did that happen? How did you go from a repossessed car, right, to multiple cars? How did you go from sleeping, roommating with somebody, right, to owning multiple homes? How did that happen, Drake? And I had to really dig deep. Sometimes you can get a little bit removed, right? Sometimes, you gotta start thinking back 5, 10 years. You gotta say, well, shit, let me think about what I did, right? So I spent hours in my loft up here, right here. And I start thinking, I'm like, no, that's not authentic. No, that's not real. No, that ain't it. And that's when I came up with the Wheel of Fortune. And I promise you, if you listen, fully listen to what I'm talking about, I promise you, you can apply these things and it'll take you to any level that you want to go. Not even just about TLC. I'm not sent here. I told you guys I came from flying with my other eagles. I didn't get sent down here today to talk to y'all about TLC. That's not what I came here to talk to y'all about, right? I'm on another, I was sent on this mission, as you can tell by my mission attire. I was sent here to talk to you guys about how to change your life. So the first way to do that, for those of you guys that are taking notes, at the top of that, Wheel of Fortune. The first thing is, how do you feel about yourself? You know why we come in here and we're playing music? You think it's for y'all. It's for us. Because we want to change the environment. We want to create the environment, right? So it starts with that. But then also, what is your relationship, right? What has been implanted in you about the things that you desire? What outside talk are you listening to? When you think about, man, I want to own my own business, immediately after that, what type of conversations are you having with yourself? Very, very important. How you feel will dictate how you act. But get this, how you feel is typically the result of your environment. So the first step to flying with some eagles, because I'm here on a mission, right, to teach you guys, not to teach you how to be eagles, because if you're on this call, if you're on this live, you're already an eagle, right? If you're on this YouTube, you're already an eagle. right? If you're on this page, you're already an eagle, right? So I'm not here to create eagles. It's already in you. I'm here to teach you how to walk like an eagle, how to soar like an eagle, how to attract, right, like an eagle. Some of y'all been playing small way too long, right? And so check this out. How do you feel? When you start, matter of fact, I want you, weekly classes in session. So you wrote that circle, you put feel. I want you to start writing everything that you want. How do you feel about the new car that you want? Do you think that's a real possibility? How do you feel about attracting that person that you want in your life? How do you feel about attracting that new business that you want in your life? What is your true relationship to money? How do you really feel about it? Is it one of those things where, because we were conditioned that money is the root of all? Is that still in your subconscious? Money doesn't lead to, is that still what you're telling yourself? You have to be real with yourself. And so for me, I started to change the conversations that I would have with myself. I started to change my environment. And when that happened, I started to change the way that I felt. But it was lonely there, right? It was lonely there because I knew I needed to leave this place. I knew I needed to leave this place, but I was not yet prepared to really, really hang with the eagles. So some of you guys are in that limbo. Some of you guys are so comfortable with being where you are because you don't know if you'll be accepted into a new group. You don't know what's on the other side. You don't know if the grass is really greener on the other side. So you're staying complacent. You're never bigger than your greatest failure, your last failure. Most people live to 80 years old, but they died at 50. They died at 30. And they're just living the same years over and over and over again. Never becoming more, never trying again, right? Never experiencing, never traveling, never dating, never opening a new business. Just going through the matrix. And so when I began to feel different about myself because I removed myself from that environment, I said, well, shit, okay, I hear that I'm an eagle, but I don't see what the hell's, nobody else is here around me. And then that's when I said, okay, so I feel good, but why can't I get into the Eagle Club? What is it about me? Why am I not being invited to those events? Why am I not being able to be connected to people like Natalie Nicole, right? Like Stormy Wellington, like Damon Coleman, right? Like Jack Fallon, right? Like Manaya. What is it about me to where I can't attract those type of people? All I've been attracting is chickens. So what is it about me that needs to change? The second part of the Wheel of Fortune is your willingness to change. See, some of us want to take ourselves everywhere that we go. And guess what? Everywhere you go, there you are. Everywhere you go, there you are. And so my willingness to change was far more important than the comfortability that I felt with staying the same. Some of you guys want to make more money, but you want to stay the same. You want to attract new levels of friendships and new levels of partners, but you still want to hang out with that toxic best friend that tells you, girl, what are you talking about? You can never go and do that. Ain't no way they selling that much tea. Ain't no way Stormy making that much money. Natalie did not make 60,000 last week. Ain't no way Boss Lady came over and did $500,000. Come back over here with the chickens. Who you think you fooling? And so some of you guys, some of us, have to have a willingness that far outperforms that level of comfortability. Some of us are allowing a $50,000 a year job to keep us away from financial freedom. $100,000 a year to keep us away from $100,000 a month because it's comfortable. Some of us are remaining in toxic situations, in toxic relationships because it's all that we know. You can't do this. You're going to have to let go. You're going to have to let go of all of the stuff that you're used to. Everything that you're used to has you exactly where you are. Everything that you're used to has you exactly where you are. That's a gut check. So then I started to change. I started to read different books. I started to study. I started to study different types of people, right? I started to change the way that I dressed. I started to change the way that I communicated. I started to change the events that I went to. I started to change my priorities. It's Saturday. Some of y'all was really deciding on if y'all was gonna go to the mall or go and hang out and go to the day party. Like 1,000 Families is having a boot camp, but I don't know, somebody almost trips you out of your position. You really debated on if you should get on this call today. And that's what I'm talking about. Your willingness to change. Your desire to change. You know, I put on that Kendrick Lamar intro. I put that on because it just constantly reminded me that it's already in my DNA. Being an eagle is already in my DNA. Being a lion is already in my DNA. It's already in your DNA. It's already there. But the truth of the matter is, you're going to have to put yourself in a different space to be able to really bring the maximum potential out of yourself. And so when I started to look at the things that I was changing, I started to change the way that I actually thought. Because here's the thing, more times than not, we're never really thinking. I'm gonna say that again. More times than not, we are never really thinking. We're simply acting on the fears, the beliefs, the experiences, the environments that we've already been exposed to. Some of y'all just walking robots. Go to school, get good grades, get out and get a good. See? That's one of those pyramid things you'll never make any. See? I don't even have to finish it. It's probably already in the comments. That's my point. So you have to be able to change your mind. Be able to be humble enough. Have enough humility to say, I'm going to erase every single thing that I thought was right, that I may even think that I'm right about. And I'm going to borrow the belief of Stormy, borrow the belief of DeMarco, borrow the belief of Manaya. And if half of what they're saying is true, it's worth a shot. Shit, you've been doing what you've been doing for 20, 30, 40 years. The least you can do for yourself is give yourself a good 6 months to think different. What if Stormy is only making $1,000 a week? What if she's only making $2,000 a week? What would an extra $8,000 in your bank account do? A week, a month. See, what I learned is that most of us, most of the time, we don't think that we can actually accomplish those things. That's the problem. We don't really believe, like it sounds good, right? But remember, what you think, you then act on. So you join something, and then you wonder why you're staying in the same place, because you have to check your level of belief. And so I don't want to go back. So listen, change. So I went there. And I said, I started to get around different environments. I started to hang out with people that had money. I started to go to hotels that I couldn't afford. I started to be in my Impala, and I used to drive my Impala. And I used to tell my best friend at the time, boy, what you talking about? I'm in my Bentley. I'm in my Bentley. I used to look out. I was in a 1-bedroom apartment. I used to look at my apartment and say, I'm living in my 4,000 or 5,000 square foot house, right? 2015, I moved into an 11,000 square foot house. 2016, I bought a Bentley, right? By 2016, I was making over 6 figures every single 30 days. 20% of that was work. 80% of that was, I'm living where I want to live. I'm driving where I want to drive. You no longer have VIP access. You go to the patio. Oh, you really, really tripping. You actually cut off. You blocked. I start to change. I understand we're related by blood, but I need to attach myself to some other people in this season. I'll be back, maybe. See, you guys, some of us have to make that decision, and it's tough. It's tough to give up on the people that we love. So I started to change. And then I said, okay, I feel good. I've changed my environment. I'm hanging out with the cool people, with the rich people, right? I'm hanging out with the people making 6 figures. Couldn't quite get to the 7 figures yet, but I was hanging out with the 6-figure earners, right? I started to go to the little workshops. You going to one of those things again? Absolutely. Every single weekend, every single day, bro. Every single day, sis. You still selling that? Absolutely. Every single day. You still clocking in at your job? Shit. Somebody asked me, you still doing that little pyramid thing? You still clocking in at your job that you've been clocking into for the last 15 years and you still 2 paychecks away from repossession? You gotta have posture. You gotta have posture to say it like that, but that was my posture. That was my level of confidence. That was my ego coming out. Some of y'all chickens. Some of y'all, you still doing that pyramid thing? Well, you know, well, it's not a pyramid. I mean, you're right. Let's just go to the mall. What are you talking about? TLC's been around 20 years. Debt-free company. Millions alive. Millions and millions of dollars paid out. Transformation's incredible. What are you talking about, one of those pyramids? But see, it goes back to this. Feel. Who are you allowing into your space? Who are you allowing in your space that's putting poison into your mind? To where naturally the ego says, I can do this. And then the little chicken friend says, you're just a chicken. That's why it's so important, y'all. That's why it's so important, y'all. That's why it's so important. I've changed. But guess what? I'm in the room. I'm the brokest person in the room, but I'm in the room. I'm the least experienced person in the room, but I'm in the room. See, some of y'all just got to get into the environment. The rest will take care of itself. Just you being on this live, somebody, whether it's me, whether it was Manai, whether it's the next speaker, maybe it was not, somebody's story is going to resonate with you. Somebody's going to be your type. And that's where it all started for me. Somebody was my type. Somebody was my type. I said, if he could make $20,000 a month, what you selling? He's on drugs? He playing basketball? He doing what? He's selling what? So you telling me if I could find people that need this service, you telling me if I could find other people that want to make money, I can become financially free and I don't have to bounce a basketball, I don't have to rap? Okay. Okay, what I need to do? Cool. Led me to this. Learn. Follow me. Pay attention. Type learn. And I love this. You know what I love about this? Is there's always secrets in words. There's always secrets in words. See, sometimes we're so focused on everything else. Remember, you, who you are right now, can only get you as far as you are right now. Let that sink in. You cannot take yourself with your same environment, with your same thought pattern, with your same relationships, with your same work ethic. You cannot take you any further. But as you start to learn, more, guess what? Guess what's in learn? You'll start to earn more. Some of y'all gonna catch that on the way home. It's always secrets and words. So as I started to learn more, I'm recognizing I'm an ego now. Now I done felt better, right? Now I done changed my thoughts, I done changed my environment, and then y'all gonna start telling me what books I should start reading. Then y'all gonna start inviting me around 6 and 7 figure earners so I can learn from them. and they taking out their time on a Saturday, on a Friday, on a Sunday, on a Tuesday to teach me, and all I had to do was pay $100, $200, and you about to tell me that if I follow this game plan for the next 2 to 5 years, I can become financially free, I can make more money than anyone in my entire family, I can break generational curses, I can put my kids through private school, I can live the life that I want to live? Oh yeah, I'm showing up. So I began to learn, y'all. I began to learn. I started to read the right books. I started to get on YouTube and look for people that were my type. I started to look for other eagles. I said, I'm done with these chickens. I'm done with these chickens. Only time I want chicken is if I'm eating it. I'm kind of winging off eating it too. So I started getting on YouTube. And then I ran across somebody. I never forget this. I ran across somebody. And I remember she had some people around her. And she was high-fiving. High-fiving. And I was first watching it on mute because I was multitasking. I was doing some other stuff. And then I seen this bus come up. And the bus said, I made $80,000 last month. I said, everybody stop. Stop what the hell you're doing. 1 second. Rewind that. Boom. And she's high-fiving other eagles. And I said, that's an eagle. That's an eagle. That was my first introduction to Stormy Wellington. I said, whatever she's doing, whoever she's flying with, whoever she's attached to, that's what I need to be attached to. So I went and I called a number. The number didn't work. I emailed. The email didn't work. I don't even remember if it was Facebook. Facebook didn't work. And then I had to keep digging. And then I think I found a number or something, and I texted, and she texted back. I said, oh, shit. I'm about to have eagle friends. This is good. Hey, what's up? In my most, because I'm still in my most eagle-ish voice. Hey, yeah, it's Drake. You don't know me, but did you really make $80,000 last month? Yeah. Look, this is probably really random because I know you in Bentleys and you made $80,000, but I would love the opportunity to meet you. See, some of you guys got too much ego. Some of you guys got too much. You know too much. That's your problem. I had no ego. What are you talking about? This lady has made $80,000 last month at that time. This lady is high-fiving other people around her. Right? And we ain't talking about celebrating a basketball game. We ain't talking about last time you high-five somebody is when you did some other stuff. I don't even know when you high-five people. See, she was high-fiving in celebration. And I felt the energy with each hand that she slapped. I said, yes, I'm gonna be one of those. Long story short, I took a flight from California to Atlanta, Georgia. She picked me up in a Bentley, eating Chipotle, playing TD Jakes. I can't make this up. Because I don't remember what was said. I remember how I felt. I don't remember what she said. I remember how I felt. She picked me up in a Bentley. I said, oh, that's what we doing? That's what, okay. And I was playing super cool. And I never forget, I told her, I said, this is my dream car. I want one of these. And in the most, I almost got offended. In the most like nonchalant way, she looked over and said, you can get it. I said, okay. Like, all right. And I'll never forget that. She picked me up in the Bentley. She took me to her house. I stayed in her guest room, right? We went to the house. From there, we ended up going to a meeting. And that's when I got to see her speak. And I said, that's an eagle. But guess what? She started to introduce me to other eagles. We went to Hooters after that. I never shared this story, by the way. And she's probably like, what the hell? It's probably jogging her memory. She's probably commenting right now. She's probably like, oh my God, that did happen. Yeah. Think back. We were sitting with some other people. I'm not gonna name. We're at Hooters. This person, oh, 20,000, 30,000, 50,000. You scrolling, you was looking at your income. And I'm like, yeah. This is where I'm supposed to be. This is where I'm supposed to be. Long story short, ladies and gentlemen, that environment changed the way I felt. I changed the way I felt. I was willing to change. I was willing to learn. But let me take you back real quick. Stormy, you probably remember this. I came in some True Religion jeans that were ripped up. And you said, I'm gonna tell you something. You a guest? So that's cool, but do you have any other jeans? I said, I don't have any other jeans. She said, it's fine. But you can't come looking like that. And I could have been offended. I could have said, take me back. I never forget that. Remember, I never forget how a person makes me feel. And I thought these jeans was amazing, but at that moment, she was coaching. Some of y'all be like, who does she think she is? No. I said, okay, so I'm not gonna wear these jeans anymore. I'm still teaching. So I started to learn, I started to study, I started to go on YouTube and learn different ways, how to build a business, right? I started to get on the trainings. And then I started to work. See, some of you guys are skipping. You end up at work, but your attitude stinks. The way you feel about yourself stinks. The way you feel about your upline, your downline, the way you feel about Stormy, the way you feel about me. Jack should have this person should have that. You working though, but you're not willing to change. You working, but I'm gonna wear what I want to wear. I'm gonna keep my same attitude. I'm gonna keep my same friends. You working though. I'm working, but I don't want to learn. I don't want to pick up a book. I don't want to show up at one of those things. I got this. It can't be that hard. It's just selling tea. You working though, and then you come into TLC, and then you leave 6 months later. That thing doesn't work. I did that thing for 6 months and it didn't work. No, you did it for one day. You never decided to change. So you spent 6 months living the same day over and over and over and over and over again, never stretching, never becoming more, never trying to figure out what the Eagles are doing. You tried to bring you into an environment that requires you to change. And now you say TLC doesn't work. Natalie's not helping me. Drake is not helping me. Boss Lady Meek won't answer my calls. Remember, in between feel and change, it was lonely as hell. I left the chickens, but only was 1 foot in and 1 foot out with the Eagles. So some of you guys need to change the way you feel and start to be more optimistic and start to get into a better space, a more healthier space. And maybe somebody will pick up the phone and answer you. Some of you guys had one phone call with your sponsor and they never answered again, and you think it's because they don't got time for you. No. They picked up on your energy. Your energy was off, bro. Your energy was off, sis. Eagles you keep that with the chickens. Keep the negative talk with the chickens. I just told y'all I flew down here from up with the Eagles, okay? The chickens are down there chucking and plucking and all of that and gossiping. So when you get on the phone with an eagle, when you get into an environment with an eagle, you come correct. You come with humility. Now, in this order, now you can start working. Right? Now you feel good. Now you've changed the way that you walk, the way that you talk. You change your environment. Now you've learned what's in our products, right? Matter of fact, when Stormy sent me on this mission, she sent me down with some harmony because she said, Drake, I know how you are about your energy. So Drake, I want you to take some harmony because I know there's gonna be some people that's not really gonna receive you all the way, and I know how well you pick up on energy. So take some harmony drops. So I'm gonna take some harmony drops before I wrap up this call. I'm on this mission, but I gotta keep it, okay. I appreciate you, Coach, because sometimes when I put myself back in an environment with chickens, it gets a little nervous. I want to save the Eagles, Coach, but I can't be around too many chickens because I'm trying to fly higher. I'm trying to go other places, but I'm for my people, so I'm gonna come down. So listen, follow me, right? So follow me. Now you're working, right? And understand this. Everything is a sorting game. Everything is sorting. I don't pay attention to who says yes, who says no. Yes, no, tell me quick, I gotta go. Because I know the law of averages. I understand that I have to go through the no's. I have to go through rejection. I understand that I'm still growing. Be patient with yourself. Some of you guys are giving up way too soon, but you committed to that boyfriend for the last 5 years. Some of you giving up too soon, but you've been committed to that job for 6 years. Some of you giving up too soon, but you've been committed to eating unhealthy for 10 years. Don't give up on yourself. Embrace your process. So while you're working, understand that life is a sorting game. TLC is a sorting game. As you're going out there and you're trying, once you recognize that you're an ego and you start to do ego stuff, right? Other people are going to identify the ego in you. And just like I found Stormy, people are going to find you. See, Stormy couldn't be on YouTube gossiping and talking crazy, right? And talking negative. I wasn't calling her. That's chicken talk. But when I seen the ego in her, because she developed herself, I recognized that I'm a baby eagle, but that's an eagle. And I want to learn how to flap more like an eagle. I want to know how to fly like an eagle, how to create like an eagle, how to think like an eagle. And so once that's happening, y'all, at the end of the day, you understand that all of this is a sorting game. That's it. It's a sorting game. Life is a sorting game. Sort through what you want. Keep what serves you. Eliminate what doesn't. That's it. Learn who's supposed to be here for a lifetime, who's supposed to be here for a season. Everybody can't be all things to you, or I'm out on time. Everybody can't be everything to you. And I promise you, give yourself 6 months. Don't check the scoreboard. When the activity is right, the results gotta follow. Do you think that Boss Lady Meek is focused on her check first, or is she focused on the work first? Do you think Stormy said, well, when I get to 200,000 a month, then I'll start building? Do you think Natalie said, well, when I get to 60,000 a week, then I'll start building? No. You build it and people will come. You build yourself and people will attract to you. Who you are will attract to you. But if you still a chicken and you wondering why you're attracting people that can't go binary qualified, because you still a chicken. But the good thing is, when you practice the wheel of fortune, you become more powerful than you ever have been. And other people will seek you out. They'll want to know. They'll want to learn from you. They'll want to be inspired. They'll be inspired by you, right? And that's what you want. You want to develop yourself first. And I promise you, everything else that you want to attract is on the other side of you becoming better. And the only way you can become better, you can keep trying it your way. It's not the T. It's not the compensation plan. It's not your upline, bro. It's not your upline, sis. It's not the T. It's not the NutriBurst. It's you. And when you really, really get yourself into a space of understanding that who I am exactly the result of what I've created, you could use that to cripple you, or you could use that to fuel you. You could say, you know what? I've created exactly who I am, and I'm not okay with that. But the greatest thing about that is I created exactly who I am. And at the drop of a dime, at any moment, any day, any year, I can use that same energy, that same brain, that same mouth, those same feet to walk myself into a brand new person. And so with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I got for you. I hope that helps you understand. If you keep doing what you've always done, you're going to keep getting the results that you are currently getting. And if nothing changes, then nothing changes. So I love y'all. Y'all already know the vibes. 1,000 families. 1,000 families. Right? This is a mission. 1,000 families is a group of other eagles that have been committed and made a decision that we will help break generational curses. We will take people that thought that they were chickens and develop them into eagles. That's what we're doing here in 1,000 families. And it ain't for everybody. I'll be the first leader to tell you, what we doing ain't for everybody. Don't even worry about it. But it's for somebody. Somebody's watching this and say, I want to fly like Natalie. I want to fly like Damon. I want to fly like Manaya, 20 years old, making $20,000 a week. I want to fly like Jason L. Scott. Right? I want to fly like Stormy. And if that's you, then everything that I'm saying right now, I promise you, because here's the thing. Here's the thing. Chickens already got off the call. Chickens already got off the call. That's the secret. Because I only can relate to you if you're like me. I only sizzle good in your spirit if you're from the same type of energy that I'm from. Otherwise, it's just hype. Otherwise, it's BS. Otherwise, I'm tripping. Stormy tripping, everybody tripping. But if you're still on this live right now, oh, you're an eagle. Oh, you're an eagle. And you just need to just, shake yourself off, start practicing the Wheel of Fortune, and we'll see you up in the sky, because that's where I'm about to go. Because I'm sitting on another mission, right? My next mission is ambassador. So I came down here to share with y'all, how to go regional, right? How to go executive ambassador, how to go to a level that ain't been created, because it starts with you. And what you don't understand is you have it already in your DNA. So I'm about to go finish my mission. I'm about to knock out ambassador. I'm about to knock out executive ambassador. Those are just titles. But what that really means is I'm about to continue to grow. I'm dedicated to myself. I'm dedicated to my tribe. I'm dedicated to my team. I'm dedicated to 1,000 families. And you have to figure out what you're dedicated to. Are you dedicated to what you've been doing? Or are you dedicated to becoming a better you? It's just that on that. So I love y'all. Next up, who we got? Tawana. Next up, newest national director. Over 250,000. I'm sorry if I messed that up. I think it's 250,000, might be $500,000 earned. Another eagle. I think I got a call. I think she's on her way down right now. I think she's just been dispatched by Stormy Wellington to come down. Y'all hearing from a lot of eagles. When's the last time you had an eagle in your presence? They just walk different. They just talk different. It's like I don't even, as soon as but my name is in rooms I ain't even stepped in yet. They like, Drake. Yeah, believe the hype. So you about to hear from another eagle. And she's gonna break down some things that I promise you, if applied, will get you closer to where you wanna be. So tune in here in the next probably 30 minutes as Tawana goes over the next steps to get you closer to being an eagle. I love y'all. Y'all know the vibes. Peace.